Hi, I'm Gia, fourth angel of creation, and this is my channel. So I feel very, very compelled to do a reading today for the collective, and I did a previous video but it didn't work, so I've already shuffled and got the cards so I can get straight to the point for you viewers. What I'd like to say to everybody is a lot of you are awakening, and a lot of you probably are feeling very crazy. So like you're going crazy, like all these different bizarre thoughts are coming to you. You're getting past life memories, possibly things that are like, wow, like what was that? I haven't even seen that in a movie. All I can say to you is you're not going crazy. You're awakening, and it's about bloody time. That's all I can say. Because the planet is currently undergoing an ascension process. If you don't know much about this, I would highly recommend you jump down that rabbit hole and start looking, because there's a plethora of information out there. Please use discernment whenever listening to information. You can always do things like muscle testing, and you can always do things like pendulum testing, just to make sure that the messages that you're getting are congruent with your soul. As everybody's ascension pathway is different, and none will be the same. All I can offer to you is a guidance, and hopefully it will help you to feel recognized and help you to feel not so alone through your ascension process. So the first card that came up was Crown Chakra. So this says to me that a lot of people are awakening, and so now they're asking, well, how do I connect with my higher self? Well, what is this crown chakra? Well, the crown chakra is based here on the top of your head, and it is our connection. So when it is open and fully activated, we connect then to our higher self and even our multi-dimensional aspects of ourself. And so the way that you get in alignment is through, I have to give kudos to a very good friend of mine, Jax Robinson. She's on Facebook, and she is amazing at helping people to do this. And she helped me do this through a particular program that she ran in last November and in 2018. And during that time, I did a 3-day just vegan. Now, I have to stipulate that I've never done vegan in my life and was dead against it. So I didn't see the benefit in it at all. However, after just simply 3 days of doing raw vegan, I felt connected to my higher self immediately. Like it was like a steroid or the most hardest drug ever to get you connected to your higher self. And not just a short term or during it was all day, every motherfucking day, yeah? And it was epic. And so your higher self is your voice or your inner guidance that comes through. It connects you to galactic consciousness, to your oversoul. It can help you to connect with your Akashic records. It can help you to navigate your way out of the hell on earth that you may be living in, through into fifth dimensional living and into your greatest, best timeline and your greatest self ever. So you can do things like meditation every day. I highly recommend just giving veganism or raw vegan a little bit of a go. After 3 to 5 days, if you're not in alignment, then hey, go and do something else. But most people I know that do try this particular way, it garners results. So a lot of people want to connect with a higher self. So there are two voices that you'll hear the most, which is your ego and your higher self. Your higher self will give you guidance and inspiration for creativity and for your highest, best self. And so, for example, moving here to Thailand, what my higher self guidance was jumping up and down for me to do this, but it was my ego that would say, oh no, you'll come back with nothing. Like, oh God, why would you do that? Like, oh no, but Thailand's corrupt, blah blah blah, all this rubbish, really, to put me into fear. And that's what the ego does. It's going to question everything that you do and even try and talk you out of it. And the ego usually is the loudest voice. So higher self is the one that brings in the inspiration, these amazing ideas that you have, and then your ego will be very quick to rub it out. So your higher self is something you should really listen to. It's usually the first voice. It will tell you the honest answer, but then your ego will very loudly snub it out because it's trying to protect you from years of abuse and all the things that you felt that you've learned to protect yourself here, which has really just been a conditioning of you to make you the person you are, if you are not in alignment, that is. The second card that came up was emotional withdrawal. And so a lot of people that are awakening at the moment are going in a cocoon. We call it cocooning, and it is an essential and beautiful part of your ascension process into higher states of consciousness. This means that you will withdraw from the world. I'm noticing a lot of my friends currently who are really awakening to themselves are withdrawing even from social media, and I would highly recommend this too if you want to get connected with your higher self. See, you need to disconnect from everything and everyone so that way you can figure out what it is that you want, where you're going, what is best serving you and what no longer is, and that way you can cut it out. I highly recommend too doing a massive spring clean on your house and getting rid of everything you haven't used for 3 months. Get rid of it, yeah? Unless it's something essential, get rid of it. Give it new life by giving it away or selling it, completely up to you. But I did this process. In fact, I did that. I released all material things before I came to Thailand. And I tell you, it's the most freeing experience you'll ever do. So there is a period of time now, and I am seeing for a lot of you, it will be for the next, anywhere from the next week to next 30 days, where you will all cocoon. You'll go within yourselves and step out as you'll be awakened, you'll see things. And going through this process can be really difficult. So I really wish to reach out to some of you that are about to or are currently going through this process. It won't be easy. As the veil of illusion gets lifted from you, you're going to see possibly people in your life or things that you've been doing or allowing for a long time that are no longer serving you. And it will be a very difficult decision for you to let it go. All I can say to you is, once you do, you allow room in your life for even greater things to happen. And you then live in the magic of life. Rather than everything be predictable all the time, you are living like a child in surprise all the time. And that's what leads me on to the last card, which is our clarifier from the angel deck, which is enchantment. The angels ask you to go back to when you were a child and you lived in the wonder of life, in your imagination, and to believe again in true power, true magic, true enchantment, true beauty, and to go back to that. I ask you to go back to that because it is necessary for you. You see, if you don't believe that there are other beings in the universe that are here to help us through this ascension process, if you do not believe in angels, if you don't believe in mystical creatures, if you don't believe, then so it is, yeah? But I personally have seen these creatures and I have seen these things, just not on this level of existence in the third dimension. And so I ask you now to, as you go through your emotional time, to, when you meditate, you know, pick meditations that are going to take you to wonderful fairy lands and I don't know, the world where the unicorns are, or whatever it is that tickles your fantasy. It could even be getting on top of a galactic spaceship, an Andromedan reconnaissance ship, you know, fighting the good fight, you know, during the Orion Wars. Anything, whatever it is that really gets that imagination going, I totally believe that you should be doing that. And so these are your 3 cards today, guys. So connecting with your higher self, cocooning, yeah, going in, emotionally withdrawing from everything, yeah. You're not going crazy. You're just waking up. And I want you to wake up to magic. Wake up to the magic that's inside of all of you. You are all magnificent beings. You've just fallen asleep. Some of you are angels. You don't even know it. Some of you are amazing galactic beings and you don't even know it, but yet I see it. Some of you are angelic humans, some are light workers, some souls have come from all parts of different galaxies. We're not here to save humanity, and we're not here to help every person pass through the gates of ascension. You have to save yourself, help yourself, live in the magic yourself. And then as you do this, you will be able to show the way for many others to follow. No one's going to get left behind. No one's going to miss out. And no one's going to go hungry. No one's going to... Everything is going to be provided to you. All you have to do is ask. Ask your angels. Don't feel like, oh, you're going to burden them. No, you have a whole team waiting to help you. We live on a free will planet. And so therefore, if you don't ask, you don't get. My mum used to always say this to me, and I never got it, and now I do. She truly was an angel as well. So you have to ask. You have to ask in order to receive. Because the angels and the galactics and our family of light cannot interfere with our free will. But once you ask, then the emotions that are set in are unbelievable. And if you are just open to allow rather than predict or to try and see how everything is working, then that's just you and your ego trying to take control of everything again. So just let go, everybody. Ascension is upon us. Yeah? I put out the call. I put out the call to the angelic humans for them to wake up. The trumpets have been sound already. Yeah? It's happening. You should, around the world, you'll be seeing everything collapsing. All the different things, the monetary systems, the governments, there are truths coming out. Everybody's questioning everything. It is happening, guys. If you're waiting for some big bloody ass sign, well, here it is. Wake up. It's time. The planet wants to ascend into a higher level of consciousness. We can't bring everybody with us, and that's okay. This particular wave was just for us, those who hear the call, yeah? Again, I put the call out to all the angelic humans, the light workers, all of those who are fighting the fight of light. I'm Gia of Fourth Angel. I'm Fourth Angel of Creation. Thank you so much for listening to my video, watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you like, but I'm honestly not worried if only one person watches this. Have a great day, guys. Bye.